Tom Acocks. Thanks for joining me on camera, mate, and having a quick fire chat about the origins of ADC. We're just coming to the final stage of ADC 2023 here, and in the magnificent backdrop of Hobart by the waterside, harbour and Mount Wellington in the background. I wanted to put it to you, can you relay for the audience exactly what ADC is all about and when things kicked off?
Yeah, no worries. Thanks, Nick. Thanks for taking another couple of minutes to have a chat. So if we go back to its origins, ADC started by a bunch of farmers 22 years ago now. So we had our 21st AGM today, so we're into our 22nd year. Predominantly it was some industry representatives, dairy farmers from all regions across the country, and they got together and decided they'd put on an event organised by farmers for farmers and hold it annually around the country. And so where we've got to now is we've got a national event that has a board of directors that encourage a new committee to come on board every year and set a program that we hope will engage with our farmer audience every year. And that moves around from state to state as the year goes on. This year in Hobart, 3 years ago, because of COVID, we were back in Melbourne. Prior to that, Canberra, Melbourne, Adelaide, regional Victoria. So it does move around, and yeah, this is the first time we've been into Hobart. So.
And your father, Mick, so the Acocks family are dairy farmers from the Goulburn Valley region. Was Mick involved to that original committee?
Not in the original committee. He has had, in a previous iteration of the event, way back in the Target 10 days. I think Dad was involved in setting up a couple of those events. But he actually probably does hold the record for attendance. He has been to every single ADC event since its inception. So he's quite the stalwart. There may even be a bronze statue for him at the head offices somewhere, wherever they're registered, so yeah.
And how does the agenda get put together for ADC? What are the general themes?
Look, each event does tend to follow a particular theme. This year it was around change and encouraging each individual there to take on change or embrace change within their business or be an empower of change. We've had different themes throughout each year, and they do depend on the type of program that we come up with, whether it's specific around innovation or technology, and could be financial skills. But this year we've got a very diverse program. I think that we've been lucky enough to have good engagement from the programming committee to put together, and obviously the audience has responded. We've had 600 people attend. So.
And apologies, I've had to put my sunglasses back on. I have albinic eyes that just do no good in the sun whatsoever, and I'm conscious you are actually facing the sun. Yeah. But as I said, backdrop, I couldn't ignore it. So final question, Tom, is if there's any farmers sitting at home, in the tractor, wherever, watching this back, what would you say to them if they've never attended ADC to encourage them to come along in future instances of the event?
I mean, I was lucky enough to attend my first event in Wollongong in 2009, and I just went along as an observer and someone keen to learn about the industry that we're all involved in. And to me, it's very rewarding. You get out what you put in. If you think you want to get off farm even for a couple of days and come and put your toe in the water in an event like this, it's a commitment of time, but beyond coming for the experience, it's not too onerous. But if you want more, there's plenty of opportunities for you to get involved in a program committee and eventually with the board and the longevity of an organisation like this, so that we can keep delivering events. And that's I think a strength of our organisation, is being able to nurture those people coming through industry with ideas and refresh the thinking at every event. And so there's plenty of opportunities. I think the first steps come along to an event and take it from there.
And I would just say, beyond all that, which is spot on, the networking, in my experience at an event like this, is just absolutely first rate between the supply industry and our customers. And I think the ratio between those two places is pretty spot on the money. I know from my own experience, I've met many people across different council groups that have been here as speakers, and customers in various capacities across family enterprise and corporate structures, and the quality of conversation has always been tip-top without any kind of assumptions around pressures on sales situations, and there's just been very open and honest conversations. So I would echo Tom's thoughts and just encourage anyone, if you get a chance down the track, then buy a ticket, commit, and come along and check it out, and hopefully you'll experience those things for yourself. Thanks, Tom.
Thanks, Nick.
Good on you,
See you
mate.
next year.
You're a champ.
You're a voice in my head this morning in the shower. Can you just... It's not as weird as what you think it is.
Well, 2003, I can run you through it. I do recall it's the only time I've ever had a crowning at half time.